The UAW is mourning the loss of a former president from West Michigan who had an impact around the world. Owen Bieber died today at the age of 90. News 8's Kyle Mitchell has more on how he's being remembered.
Owen Bieber was president of the UAW from 1983 to 1995. He leaves behind a long legacy, but his family says he never forgot his roots. For those who knew him, Owen Bieber was much more than a UAW president, but an icon for the organized labor movement.
My father was a person that couldn't see something wrong and not say something about it or try to address an issue.
Family members say it's hard to explain just how big of an impact he made.
The most important thing I'd say about my father's legacy is that he worked endlessly and tirelessly on behalf of working people to provide social and economic justice for all people.
UAW leaders who knew him say he was a great man who cared deeply about people.
He was a big man in stature, but he was a bigger man in his heart and what he believed.
Owen Bieber was born in a small town near Byron Center and never forgot where he came from, even when working across the globe.
He also played a major role in the release of Nelson Mandela, who they later on became very good friends and kept in touch. And when Nelson came over here to the United States, the first place he went was to a Ford plant with my dad and put a UAW jacket on and said, "I'm UAW too."
4 years before, Owen was in South Africa helping secure the release of a black union leader in prison for protesting housing conditions. Just one example of the causes he fought for.
My dad was with royalty, he was with kings, he was with international folks, but he was just the down-home guy that never forgot where he came from.
You can do things that, probably shock the world.
Wood TV interviewed Owen Bieber in 2013 about his work in South Africa. We never aired a portion of the interview asking him about how he wanted to be remembered until now.
So I hope that people, when they remember me, will say, well, he tried, he fought the battle to improve the living standard for not just our members, but for the whole of society.
Okay. The family says funeral arrangements are still being made. In Wyoming, Kyle Mitchell, News 8.